To be or not to be? That is the question.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly video with the Fendig Theatre Experience. I'm Blake and I'm reporting to you from my New York City apartment, and I am very excited to talk to you about this week's topic. Now, the Fendig Theatre for Children has been providing a lot of interesting, unique opportunities since due to the pandemic, we cannot be performing for you live in a theater. And today's video is going to focus specifically on things that you can do in your everyday life that make your life and the world your stage. So theater is very interesting. I've seen theater performed in many different locations. I've seen a play in a garage. I've seen a play in a parking lot. I've seen plays in theaters. And due to the pandemic, I've seen a lot of interesting videos where people have made plays in the comforts of their own home. And so today, hopefully, Sydney and I will provide you the tools needed to make your own life theatrical and fun and entertaining. And so regardless of how old you are or where you are in the country, we'd love for you to participate and to send in videos. You hear that? That is the sound of New York City. There's a lot of music going on today. Everyone's very happy and upbeat, and that's what we're going to be, happy and upbeat, when we talk to you about how the world is your stage. All the world's a stage if you make it. Since we can't be on an actual stage today we're going to work on some actions that we can apply acting techniques to make our own stage.
Okay, so we want you to use what you have. So grab a device, grab a parent or a friend, and let's get to acting. Bonus points if you can use and props and a friend, so you can make it look more real.
We are going to use the following prompts to make a video 10 seconds or less to do the action that is in the prompt in an actual video. So, if you were to make a video, the best way to upload that creation to us is to follow the instructions in the description on how to upload your very own creation. But if that isn't the way you would normally like to do it, you can also share it with us on our comments on Facebook. You can tag us in your Instagram stories, but there's many ways that you can share your creations with us.
Alrighty, now I'm going to read you the list of possible prompts. So listen closely, you might want to try one of these prompts and actions at your own home. Alright, let's see. Opening a door. Pretend you are visiting a brand new place, whether that be New York City, Disney World, or Hawaii. Pretend you're riding a train or a bus. Drink hot chocolate, coffee, or tea that is too hot. Listen to someone telling you a story. Receiving a letter which may contain either good news or bad news. And then giving a bow after your best performance. Those are the prompts that we have to work with. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the next step on how to make your own prompt into your very own 10-second video. Actors need to emphasize their actions whenever they're on stage. So they couldn't just do what I just did, just walk out and open a door and close it. You have to add a little bit of action to it. Now, you may feel silly, but I'm gonna give you an example, okay? So you just saw me enter through that door, okay? So I'm gonna exit that door. It's my room. So I'm gonna enter my room, and when I enter my room, I'm gonna pretend like I'm just entering my room like it's, any regular old day. And then when I come back into you guys, I'm going to act dramatically. And it's gonna be silly, and you might wanna laugh, and that's totally okay. I might laugh with you. But here is what I mean, how you have to emphasize your action, okay? Here we go. I'm in my character, and I'm just, being a regular character. Just going into my room. And then I exit my room. Dramatically. See, it's silly.
It's fun. That's all this is, silly and fun. We're not on an actual stage right now. You're in the comfort of your own home. And when you're in the comfort of your own home, you are more likely to be silly and fun. And that's what these prompts and these actions and these videos we want you to send in are all about.
So now we're gonna think about how others view the actions that we're doing. So for example, I have a nice cup of coffee right here to my right, and I'm gonna drink this coffee 2 different ways. So the first one, I'm just gonna sip it, and so I'll show that one right now. Good cup of joe. Kind of got it all over my mouth, but it is pretty good. I don't think you could really tell from what I did there that I thought it was good and that I really am a coffee drinker. Maybe because I didn't like scrunch my face or something, like I wasn't, like you can tell I'm a coffee drinker, but that's pretty subtle. We need to exaggerate it a little bit like Blake was mentioning before. And so the second one, I'm really gonna relish in the moment of drinking the coffee, really take it all in and enjoy one of the few wonders of life. So let's see it now. And so I want to know which one you found to be more realistic, which one was more entertaining to watch. So go ahead and leave a comment down below as to whether you enjoyed coffee 1 or coffee 2. Could I take you to coffee with 1 or 2?
Being an actor can be very difficult because you have to take a lot of risks. Sometimes you have to make yourself look weird or feel uncomfortable. And sometimes it's just very hard for regular people to really stick on that idea of letting themselves look silly and weird, okay? But that's totally fine because in the long run, the more weird and fun you are, the more fun your audience will have. And so here's just a quick tip on how to make your own prompts potentially better through environment. So theoretically speaking, let's say that you are doing the prompt where you're visiting someplace new for the first time. And let's pretend that that place is New York City. Though I'm currently in New York City, you can't necessarily hear the noises that are present a lot in New York City, whether they be taxi cabs, cars honking their horns, and just, you know, the hustle and bustle. Sometimes there's music playing on the streets, and there's a lot of noise in New York City. But let's say you've never been to New York City and you want to pretend that you are looking at New York City for the first time. You can easily go on YouTube and just look up sounds of New York City, and you can just and there's some sounds for New York City. And you can use that as background noise as you're looking around and you're exploring and pretending that you're visiting someplace for the first time that you've never been before. For example, when you're an actor, sometimes you have to play something that you never thought you'd play. Let's use Lion King, for example. Have you ever had any personal experience ever being a lion? No, you're a human, so you haven't had any personal experience of being a lion. But have you ever been a kid that's disappointed a parent like Simba does when he disappoints Mufasa with the hyenas? Yeah, I'm sure we've all disappointed our parents at some point. So there's that way that you can connect into making an action authentic and you and a character in a performance.
What other small scenes do you think you can recreate in less than 10 seconds? A circus act, raking leaves, cooking dinner, open a letter with bad news, cleaning your room. Show us your best 10-second acting videos by commenting them on our recent Facebook post, tag us in an Instagram story, or just send us a message. All the world is your stage. go ahead and go out and practice some everyday tasks. And just change them up by changing your facial expressions, exaggerating your movement. And we cannot wait to see your creations. Those of you who comment or share your creations with us may even be featured in some of our upcoming video content. So what are you waiting for? Get to acting on your stage.
Well, that's the end of this week's Fendig Theatre Experience weekly video. Make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our channel if you want a notification for all of our future videos and virtual shows, announcements, anything you want. Just subscribe to our channel and you'll get more info along the way. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great week. Bye-bye.